Auditing, grading, or ranking a company's corporate governance is a concept that seems obvious and valuable. Here in the US, the ISS is happy to develop a governance quality score for companies based on shareholder interests. And there are over 600 ESG ratings being given in the world, though how well they look at the G aspects is uncertain. So, there's no lack of corporate governance scoring, but all these report cards seem driven by specific interests and agendas. They may rate public companies by how friendly the governance is to shareholders. ESG ratings look far more at the environmental and social aspects than they do to the G elements. And of course, private, family, and most mid-cap firms are in an even deeper governance black hole. They have limited disclosure and limited ranking of just how well their governance is performing. Here's the biggest problem I see with corporate report cards on governance. None meet the needs of the folks with the most immediate interest, current and prospective board members. Yes, a director wants to know how analysts and investors gauge the company's governance, but she has an even greater interest in how well it fits her as a director. This is an even bigger concern for board seekers, trying to judge whether this is a club they really want to join. What if there were outside independent audits of boards and their governance focused on weaknesses and needed improvements from the director's perspective? This would be like a board evaluation, but performed by an objective third party and for the interests of board members themselves. How do company legal exposures compare to peers? What's the status of the board's liability insurance and what gaps are there? How effective are company financial controls and audit structures and board oversight on these? What's the status of litigation or regulatory actions against the company and director liability potentials? How do board membership, leadership, structure, information, meetings, materials, and so on all compare to best practices out there? And is the board compensation fair for the demands involved? Think of this as a director assurance audit. When you buy a property, a title company is first going to dig into all aspects of its history, ownership, encumbrances, and liabilities. Shouldn't you do the same before joining a board? I'm Ralph Ward from the Boardroom for September.